Is the button pushed?
Welcome. It is Saturday morning, so you know it's time for another live edition of the Extra Point. Pill Culture in the house. Tasha T. Sizzle in the house. How you doing this morning, Tasha? Good morning.
I'm gonna go on and put it out there because
No,
I know he just chomping at the bit to
I'm not.
lay blame on me for the lateness. And again, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I got my times mixed up. I was talking to my daughter, and I even told her, "Let me go," because I got to get ready to. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh.
Sound like you ain't got no character witness today.
I done got in the shower. I don't wash my hair, and then I was like, I was like, oops.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's good to see you amongst the land of the living. Did you enjoy your Halloween? Did you do your toga party?
I did not make it because I was upset. Well, I wasn't upset. Y'all know I watch baseball. I don't care who doesn't watch baseball, but I'm a little perturbed about some little goings on that happened in that game last night.
Oh, well then let's get right. Hold on, pause it right there. Let's get right into it because we're going to kick off today's show with the best two words in all the sports, and those are
Game 7.
and we have one tonight in old Canada.
I mean, I would have been perfectly fine without having to say Game 7 had they won last night. But
Yeah.
it's the play when they when the ball got hit and it landed right up under like the padding and the wall, which to me was still a playable ball because he could have accessed that ball. That same play, the old I'm gonna say the old Raptors, the old Blue Jays manager was John Gibbons. Prince Fielder Jr. did a similar thing where he had an in the park home run because the ball got wedged in between a fence and the playing field, and they ruled the ball fair. Did this. Y'all know what that means. Keep it going.
Come on home.
That one play, well, I don't know, but they say that's what, got Gibbons fired, relieved of his duties, and they ended up hiring Cito Gaston. So why didn't the same thing apply last night? That was a playable ball to me. And yeah, you got to give credit where credit is due. Yoshimoto, he did his thing. You can't and
Mojo Yamamoto.
And Mookie came out of his slump. He was 1 for 3, but he had that one hit he had was a big hit. And we definitely don't want homeboy. Shouts out to Mookie Betts. We don't want him getting hot. And
good morning, Jody. He says, no, T. It got stuck though.
But it was still a playable ball. So go back and take that home run back from Prince Fielder Jr. and let John Gibbons keep his damn job, and we wouldn't have Cito Gaston at that point being the manager of the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, a lot of people want to say the 9th inning, he was out. I think that was the turning point of the game right there. And the guy who was right closest to the ball, he is not even the one that held his hands up. It was another guy that held it up. So he was going to make a play for the ball.
It's been a great series. I will contend that this is actually game 8 tonight because they had a 2-game game early in the week. 18 innings. Now, when the Blue Jays came back and won the following night after an 18 game, I was like, oh, this is over. Because that would usually demoralize a team to lose in that fashion. But they didn't. They bounced back.
For all intents and purposes, should have been over last night. Well, we don't know. They could have went to extra innings again. You never know. But that 18, I didn't even make it. I'm not going to even lie. At about 17, when I almost fell off this couch, I said, you know what? I'll see the outcome in the morning.
And Freddie Freeman does what he does. Good morning, Farrah.
But not the one that was closest to the ball, Jody. He was trying to make a play on the ball. It wasn't the one that was closest. He was running to get it. Melanie Taylor, good morning. AP Coulter, good morning. Still basking in the glow of her birthday week. Good to see you all this morning. Happy November
the first, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to, I think it's push your clocks forward tonight. You get an extra night of sleep if you're on Central
Hate
Time.
it.
So we get an extra night of sleep. Good morning, everyone. Jody's saying, "Hey, suck it up, Buttercup."
Jody.
That's what Jody said. I ain't saying. He said, "Suck it up, Buttercup."
I done forgave you, bruh.
I'm just saying. That's just what it looks like. So, how you feeling about Game 7 with your boy Shohei on the mound?
I mean, I think we got it because we handled Shohei last time. But you know, hey, there are debates out there that saying Shohei is the best baseball player ever. But I still want them to go back and investigate them gambling allegations against him. But we'll know if the money's on the well. The money may not be on the line because he's gonna want that ring, so he ain't gonna throw it like he did the last time he did.
It's gonna be fireworks tonight. A Game 7 in baseball, and in baseball specifically, because there's so many different variables with pitch count, with like plays that you were just mentioning earlier. Like just a fraction of a centimeter could be the difference between everybody throwing the glove up and meeting at the pitcher's mound, or looking, going home and doing a line because your season is over.
Stop talking to me.
Dodgers back to back. Okay, Jody, we see you with the 90s R&B album cover photo.
Jody, don't cause this to be no rift between us, bro. I done already said I done forgave you.
Right, and she don't do that twice. I got a list of people
Jody.
who never got that second one. All right, so let's transition into some football, Tasha, because for the third time before Hallows Eve, we have a high-profile football program firing their coach. This time, the LSU Tigers decide to part ways with Brian Kelly. After their embarrassing loss to Texas A&M last Saturday. There's a lot to unpack here because that was just the start of a wacky chain of events, his firing. And we're going to unpack all of that. But before we get into that, Tasha, do you want to take this time to take a victory lap? Because I remember sitting in this spot one Saturday afternoon, one Saturday early morning, and you was just up in arms about not being on board with that hiring. Do you feel vindicated this morning?
Yeah. I mean, in this climate, I don't want to see anybody lose a job because we already know. Oh, I'm sorry, Jody.
Pete Rose, me and you must have one heart.
Shouts out to the late, great, should be in the Hall of Fame, Pete Rose, and I'm going to die on that rock. I did not like the hire for a cultural aspect. When you have jobs like LSU, I feel like you just got to know Louisiana. And when he came in with that stupid ass accent,
banging the table,
which wasn't a Louisiana accent, it was just a bargain basement Southern trying to play off a Southern accent. Yeah, I'm glad he gone because I didn't like the hire to begin with.
Jody disagrees with you. He says wrong move. He was 34-14 in the SEC.
I don't
and
care.
The 3 losses.
He was not a fit. It's certain programs you have to have a fit, and he was not a fit. Nobody liked him. His players really did not like him. Obviously, the administration didn't like him, and neither did the fans. Yeah, okay, they want to say, yeah, he coached Jaden Daniels, so, he got a Heisman, which, again, we agreed that he should not have won the Heisman that year because when else have you ever had a 3-loss Heisman Trophy winner?
Yeah. I think Johnny Manziel was close, but maybe it was 2 losses with him when he won.
Not taking anything away from Jaden Daniels because he was, he's played spectacular. But I don't think Jaden Daniels should have won. Yeah, you coach Malik Neighbors. You got a lot of guys that.
Keep going, Tasha. Stay with me. Jody came off that night shift. He's still.
The fact that I adjusted myself on this exercise ball when I read that. Anyway, but I mean, RG3 was just a different type of damn player. He was just spectacular. Jaden Daniels wasn't making you want to watch Jaden Daniels, especially after they got their ass kicked down there on Labor Day weekend by Florida State, who should have gone to the playoffs that year. But I digress. I didn't like the hire, and I'm glad he's gone.
A lot of people seem to be glad he's gone. Now, that was just the start of things to come, because I want to make sure I get these names right. Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry made headlines this week when he stated that athletic director Scott Woodward would not be involved in the hiring process for the new coach. And for those who are not into the minutia of college athletics, that's really his only job. That's true. You got one job.
You had one job.
And the governor of Louisiana comes out in public. Now, he did make some interesting, I'm not even going to say accusations or allegations, because I think this stuff is factual. I think you can fact check this. He pointed to the previous $76 million buyout from Woodward to Jimbo Fisher when he was at Texas A&M, and then the subsequent $50 million buyout, which was slashed in half a few days ago for Brian Kelly, and how all three share the same agent. I just thought it was bizarre that the governor would say he'd rather have Trump pick the next head coach than Woodward. Before we dive deep into the bushes on this, what were your initial thoughts when you saw that hit the press box?
When I was reading it before I sent it to you, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? That is the only job the AD has. And then when I actually went back and listened to that press conference, I mean, he made some valid points. I'm not going to sit up here and act like,
because it does look like we all, like me, you, and Jody, we all got together and decided we got one agent, and that's Soul on Sports, Good Morning Soul, and we all made sure we all got this paper. Like, I got you a golden parachute if things don't work out. Go ahead, Tasha.
Like, some of the things he was saying, like, basically the guardrails are coming off of college football, which, you know, we have agreed that, hey, so something needs to happen a little bit with these portals, and not that I don't want them to be able to transfer, not that I don't want them to be able to, you know, get that munyan, but I think some regulations need to be put in place. And he was, you know, he's trying to roll back the ticket prices, saying that the tickets are too expensive, which they are. If you look at the average, you know, big time college program, NFL, any professional, like, just look at these damn World Series tickets. I know the World Series is different, but some of those prices are outrageous. What they charge the fans, and which would basically wipe away the average everyday fan. Now, he could be doing a little bit of that for pandering, for votes and this and that thing. And remember, I told you when the DOJ came in and started dropping all these charges and these cases coming out about this gambling, and I told you that it was a little bit political, not on this Stephen A. Level of what he was saying. But remember when Trump was like, something needs to be done, or he don't think the players need to be getting. Remember we talked about that. Yeah. And I think when he was like, oh, Trump should pick the AD. For all we know, Trump probably tell him, yeah, put my guy in there. You never see that right there. You just opened up a Pandora's box.
Good morning, Martrice Hastings. Happy senior night to you, Ma. Hey, stay tuned for the shout outs too for that, Martrice Hastings. Tasha, I'm glad that you went down that road, because you're coming down my road. I'm standing outside waiting on the car to slow down so I can jump in. I have a conspiracy theory for you, Tasha, and you walking me right into it. I wrote this down for you to get your thoughts on it, because we hadn't talked about this off wax. My conspiracy theory is that Governor Landry was already privy to the information that Scott Woodward would no longer be the AD. And then he jumped out in front of the LSU releasing the statement to make it look like that it was his call. Hey, he's not going to lead our search for a new coach. I'd rather have Trump there, because this, you said political. What is the most bipartisan group of people on earth? Sports fans. Democrats and Republicans will hug and squeeze if LSU beat Alabama. So if you got a political figure who's taking the bull by the horns, we're going to fix this, LSU fans. Like, that sounds like a little, you used the word, Tasha, pandering. Your thoughts?
I mean, like I said, when I went back and listened, because, you know, they always take clips and pieces, but I actually listened to part of, really, little girl, really? To me, it was a political speech, because y'all know his approval rating is at a 36%. See, Sometimes I do pay attention. When you send me this script, sometimes I do read it. And sometimes I do delve into things. And when I Google, sometimes I'll go down a rabbit hole and I'll be stuck on one thing and forget what I was looking up because I start Googling shit. His approval rating is at an all-time low, even in the area where he's from, which I think is Algiers. Okay,
Tasha. All right. Okay, so your tardiness is forgiven because you come in with some good stuff this morning. And to piggyback on that, LSU fired back. Their board of supervisor member John Carmucci, he fired back stating that the state has never and will never have taxpayers foot the bill for a coaching hire or a buyout. What the hell is going on at LSU?
So who?
What?
Like Jody said, those days of Les Miles, when remember they was walking with pitchforks ready to get him up out of there until them players and everybody put him up on their shoulders. They was like, come on, let's bring him back. Mm-hmm. Ogeron didn't get fired because he couldn't coach. He was getting fired because he was out there messing around with everybody in the athletic department.
Yeah.
Whilst he was still married before he got that divorce.
He's on record saying that he would come back in a heartbeat, that he would be back today if they would have him.
Now they didn't like him, but he fit the bill. The way he talks, everything that was authentic.
Natasha, let's
and he won them their last national championship.
Let's keep it 1,000. I'm gonna read through the names in this chat right now. We got Denise, Melanie Taylor, Farrah, Jody Coleman, AP Coulter, Martrice Hastings. We got Soul on Sports. We got me. We got you. Any of us could have won a title with that 2019 talent, Tasha.
Okay, well, yeah.
All right, now back to coaching. With so much dysfunction around this, and now the word that you used was political, which to me, that word scares me as a potential candidate. And if you're the agent of a potential candidate, you got political figures getting their hands into it. You use the buzzword of Trump, of all people, regardless of your political affiliation, you throw his name into the mix. What if Lane Kiffin is a Democrat?
I know for sure that Nick Saban was, but they didn't care because what did Nick Saban do?
Yeah. Jody. Jody, All right, Tasha, let's keep this thing rolling.
Because see, had that been me,
I think he called you tweet. Did you look over to the left?
Oops. That was my son.
She looked over to the left. She was feeling so good.
Left.
No, you're not going to derail us this morning, Jody. Jody, I know they banned Pornhub in Texas. I don't know if they did in Ohio. You can go get your couple of clips in and join us back at the bottom of the hour.
So what is old Hot Wheels? So what is Hot Wheels looking at now?
As we continue, let me give you a list. Jody, you're not going to derail us. Tasha already got us late. That was Coach O in 2019. Wait a minute, Farrah, don't encourage this.
Shouts out to Razzle Dazzle Apples.
Shouts out to Razzle Dazzle Apple.
Farrah dropped that link in the comments. Y'all, they deliver. They ship, not deliver. They ship.
I was going to say deliver. Well, let me throw my address in there. All right. I'm going to give you a list of coaches, Tasha, given the dysfunction that's going on with this coaching search. And if you're LSU, you want to grab a big fish, I would suppose. So let's go through some big fish, because one of the other things that Landry said was that they were like spared no expense. We're going to have the resources to go and land a big fish, a great coach, because we're committed to winning, which I do believe that LSU is committed to winning. I'm not going to troll them on that end. But let me give you some names, Tasha. You tell me if you would rather, if they should stay where they are or jump to LSU. Let's start with Kirby Smart.
Oh, stay where you are.
Marcus Freeman.
Stay where you are.
Caleb DeBoer.
You picking like these rival schools.
I'm picking the names that will be befitting of a team with the pedigree of LSU.
I don't think LSU would go with DeBoer saying how. No, I would stay.
And Jody's on board with you, and I am as well so far. Okay, Ryan Day. Jody. At least you ain't got to play Michigan.
Mr. White Beijing.
Mr. Jalen Brown. Jalen.
How you gonna leave your hairline on somebody's jersey, man? You know the opposing team was wearing white.
Right. You need to be playing like the Spurs.
Shouts out to the Spurs. You know, this is the first time in the history of their organization that they've been 5-0.
They're going to be 8-0 because I looked at they look good. He says WTF no. Jody, he gets out of that seasonal matchup that he can't seem to get over the hump.
Right. Put a hump in your back and lift you up.
Now that's not an elimination game, why would Ryan Day want to go anywhere? You can lose to Michigan in perpetuity and still make the CFP. We saw you do it. All right, that's shade. That's shade, Jody. I'm going to leave that alone. That's shade. I'm going to leave that alone. Thank you for joining. Jerome Moore.
Look, the way they calling for that main job.
They call for his job every third down.
Because he need to be grateful he where he is.
Oh, no, Tasha. I can't. I'm glad Mike ain't on this morning for this conversation. But, yeah, they calling for Jerome every time we don't convert a 3rd and 10, they want his ass.
He won't open the damn playbook. We paid for the quarterback. We paid for the talent. True enough, our left tackle got hurt. Ain't played all season.
Number 1 tackle in the country, by the way.
But still, that's not an excuse. Yeah, we got some subpar-ass receivers, and the defense is a little iffy, but
Jody even said no for Jerome. Now, the reason why no for Jerome is the same reason no for Ryan Day. It's not fatal. Well, this year would be because we shit the bed out there in La La when you came to visit against USC. Or that game wouldn't have mattered to us either. We'd be like, all right, y'all don't hurt us. We don't hurt y'all. If we see y'all in the CFP bracket, so be it. Other than that, all right, Michigan and Ohio State, let's meet up in the championship game. Can y'all imagine a Michigan-Ohio State college football championship game? The numbers, just the numbers. Let's see. That Etch-a-Sketch hairline on that jersey took me. He shook it. We did it.
She said the Etch-a-Sketch. Did they do his little hairline like this?
Oh, now Farrah says, "Hold on, not so fast, my friend." That.
I mean, Farrah, Coach Bay. They look. LSU's done that before. They went to Notre Dame, got a coach, and it didn't work out.
If you're Marcus Freeman, you're in a sweet spot that you have your own independent side hustle with the plug, which is the College Football Playoff Committee. You don't even have a conference affiliation.
Exactly.
You kind of got your own rules. You got your own TV deal. You don't have to pander to no one, to use Tasha's word from earlier. So Notre Dame, I'm not leaving Notre Dame. Y'all gonna have to fire me.
As long as you finish at a certain spot, you get an automatic, buy into the damn college playoffs. Why would you leave the luxury and the easeability?
I can walk away from Michigan with no repercussions. Ohio can't walk away from us, and we can't walk away from them.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
LSU needs to get Joe Brady and call it a day. We'll see. Okay, let's go Lane Kiffin, because that's the hot seat name. I mean, that's the hot name.
Lane has the arrogance to coach at LSU, but he also fits better at Florida to me. If he were to leave, because Lane Kiffin is one of those coaches that you cannot control. And if you already got the governor and everybody else looking over
that governor to SMD.
Right. And then
if you got that, then we've been hanging out too long.
He's sitting up here talking about bringing swole ankles in on the hire, like you don't know.
When I saw him check that player on the walk-off interview for Oklahoma.
What? He was like, and then his reason was, well, he was saying we weren't gonna do this the whole game. I was like, Wayne.
I just heard Tasha say, well, you was the one out there bumping them.
Right. He was out there bumping them gums.
It's about the money. Notre Dame got their own TV deal. When I say Notre Dame got their own money, I mean
they got their own money. And he got a show on Peacock Network.
Wait a minute. Now, Natasha, do you agree? LSU ain't the job some people are thinking.
Exactly. Because
it's not. You agree?
When did I tell you? I don't know. This is a couple of shows ago. I said, let's not forget, LSU was not always this powerhouse.
No.
LSU football dominance and prominence did not come into effect until the 90s.
Well, they were the Jefferson Pilot All-Stars when we were in high school. They were that early game with Vanderbilt.
All you knew about at LSU was Y.A. Tittle until the 90s. You know anything else? So yes, I do agree. I do. You know what?
Jody. Is anybody in the tri-state Ohio area that can swing by? It looks like he has a palatial estate. I'm sure his bathroom toilet seat is clean. You go in there and freshen up, throw a little water on your kitty and let him have a spin or two. You know I'm gonna be watching your show today because you out of control. He gonna have us on the hub down here in Texas. All right. Tasha, let me ask you this, and Jody, you too, because I'm down to get your thoughts on this as well, and Farrah, as the podcast family comes to morning service. Tasha, I'm growing concerned that there are now more job openings than there are qualified coaches. All these no's you just gave me, these are the upper echelon coaches in college football. You said no to all of them, that none of them should go. So. Is the NFL a better option now than college football from a coaching standpoint?
I mean, yeah, because the thing is, the money is there on both ends.
And you get a little bit more, unless you work for Amy Adams Strunk, you're gonna get a few years to get it together at least. Like now in college football, I don't know if this is copycat or if everybody's trying to get their opening in so that they can jock for the best.
Well, what did I say? College football now more than ever has become a win now job.
It's 347 teams in college. Only one can hoist the trophy.
But you got too many. What did I say last week? Normally the boosters are giving money for a new indoor facility, a new practice facility, a new weight room. Right. Now these donors and these boosters are paying these players. So they want their money. What they're paying for, they want results. And if you're not winning, these boosters are coming up with their money. I'm just waiting. The reason why Florida State, I believe why, what's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. Why he hasn't been fired is because they waiting to pony that money up for the end of the year.
Which program? I mean, which conference?
In Florida State, ACC.
Oh, Florida State. Oh, yeah. Damn. If you wouldn't have said that,
it's on the tip of my tongue, as if I don't know this coach's name.
Look, we know his face because he's always looking dejected.
They hired him from Memphis because they want to get what's his name up out the paint so fast.
Right. Somebody in the chat jump in there. What's the Florida State coach name? So because that's going
Mike Norvell. Mike Norvell. Okay.
Mike Norvell. All right.
So I mean, I believe that's the only reason why he's still coaching because they trying to collect that money.
Hey, good morning, Stiana. We're going to come to your question here in just a second. I want to finish the thoughts on this topic. He says no, college football is the way to go. Is it, Jody?
I mean, look, you got Coach Imitation of Life still hanging on it by a thread down there in Miami.
But it's the thinnest of thread, though. It's the thinnest of thread. He out of there as soon as they get
they just fired the GM.
High school football ain't bad in Georgia, $200K and up. Damn, you ought to get a meal ticket down here in Texas. Have y'all seen these Texas games? I saw Allen versus Prosper last Friday, streaming before the storm hit. It was a high-level football being played.
Some of the stadiums alone look better than some of these college programs.
Let's see. The portal is affecting it. They don't just want a head coach. You must be able to give good contracts, not scholarships.
Yes.
That's why Sharon Moore is firmly entrenched into the fabric of Michigan football because let's just keep it real. Old Kaki wasn't bringing in this kind of talent.
No. Even with him sleeping in the trees and buying cheeseburgers.
Stop it, because somebody can cut that up into a reel. Now he wasn't doing all. What was you doing in there? Jody, big ass tongue. Who are you to do from Kiss?
Shouts out to Gene Simmons.
Eugene Simmons.
Y'all know Michael Cantrell. Shouts out to Michael Cantrell.
Don't
he
do
made a
it.
post about the I can't think of his name, the member in Kiss who recently died. And that made me think of a memory. Y'all know I went as Gene Simmons when I was 6 years old. Why would my grandmother and my aunt torture me and make me Gene Simmons at 6?
Because your tongue hang down to your navel. All right, now back to Stiana. Now, Farrah, you got a question. She says, "Are you talking about public school or private school?" Now, we're gonna go back to your question, Stiana, and good morning, right back to you. Thoughts on Vandy? Y'all gonna have to anchor TF down. I've been on here picking Vandy every single week. Vandy has got me back into the pick pool. Vandy is physical. Vandy plays discipline. Clark Lee is the hot name in college football, if you ask me.
And he'd be a fool to leave Vanderbilt because I don't think his success would transfer with him.
You don't think so? Because he's going to be a hot name this coming up December.
I mean, that's what happened with. I mean, Franklin is a better coach than him. I just think at this time Vanderbilt has more talented players. I don't necessarily think it's the coaching because you've never had a player like right.
You said leave her mama out of this.
You've never had a player like Pavia that ever come through.
Right. Well, he's 137 years old. Stop it. He's 137 years old. Jody, yeah, they both can fight. They look like they should have the Jet 2 holiday music playing in the background when they get their hands on somebody. Watch mom and daughter. I think they got hands. Oh, by the way, Denise Pooh, you totally destroyed Tony Braxton last night. I had to do a triple take. I was like, wait. Because I knew Tony couldn't keep him perked like that. I knew I had to be young. I'm just saying.
Ever since Sasha done got that new haircut, y'all.
Y'all, wait a minute though. But if you don't follow Denise, make sure she recreated the iconic Tony Braxton album cover, and I had to do a triple take. And then she did the side by side, and I was like, I think you kind of got her, Nisi Pooh. I think you got Tony on this one. Tony got that Birdman juice all on her now. She's not the same Tony. I'm gonna digress. If you're looking for that, we're gonna keep. Can they continue if their QB is not 100%? If you're look at that, good job. Now, Melanie, I'm gonna ask you a question. Are you talking about Diego Pavia for Vanderbilt? Can they continue if their QB is not 100%? They have a huge game in Austin today against Texas, and Arch Manning, fresh off of getting pulled over by the police, is cleared to play. So I'm not sure if she's talking about Diego Pavia or if she's talking about Arch Manning or quarterbacks in general, because our quarterback don't have no touch on the ball. She said yes. No, if they go as Pavia goes.
Is Arch playing? Isn't he supposed to be in protocol?
No, yeah, but they cleared him. He got cleared this morning. He's playing today.
See also Tua.
So you saying there might be an omelet going on up under that helmet today?
You know when them Mannings when they don't get hit, they make that face. When he got hit, he made that Manning face, and it didn't look comfortable.
Nisi Pooh, close your ears for about 45 seconds to a minute and 20 seconds. Tasha, how y'all blow a 17-point lead? Tasha, hold on,
what did
y'all.
I tell you?
Tasha is the reason Mississippi State lost. I reached out to Tasha and said, Tasha, y'all are about to get Sark up out of there because Sark was going to be next losing at Mississippi State and getting eliminated from the CFP last Saturday. Tasha says with the utmost confidence, no, don't trust it. We finna find a way to lose. And y'all did right after that.
I said Mississippi State will fuck up a wet dream. That's what I said.
That was kind of that was word for word what you said, actually. But Melanie,
because they did it the week before. How do you throw an interception? You were in field goal range. You could have been Florida, and you were supposed that momentum would have carried. That was homecoming. That momentum would have carried you, and y'all would have upset Texas. Did they not watch the film? This is what Now, this is what Jarrell was saying on one of his reels. Did y'all not watch the tape on who and who not to kick the ball to?
Why are you kicking the ball to him? That was that's like kicking the ball. What was number 82's name for Kansas City back in the day? All he did was return kick. We'll say Devin Hester. Like that's
Chicago.
Like
he played for Chicago.
He was, but I'm thinking of the other guy. It was somebody Hall was his name. He played for Kansas City, and he was a great returner for them back in the Priest Holmes era, pre Andy Reid. But yeah, Arch. But yes, Melanie. Vanderbilt goes as Diego Pavia goes. Once he leaves, Clark. That's why I'm saying Clark Lee. You can't squeeze no more juice out of that.
That's what I'm saying. Anybody who's looking for a coach would be a fool to hire him, because I don't necessarily think it's coach Dante Hall. I don't necessarily think it's his coaching. I think it's the swag and the confidence that your quarterback has. I haven't seen anybody, and this is not because this is my friend. I haven't seen anybody play this reckless since Jamie. Shouts out to Jamie Winborn, who led the SEC as a freshman and a sophomore in tackles while playing at Vanderbilt.
While playing in Vanderbilt in that era, not this NIL era.
Right, in the back in the day era.
Who is most, who or what, we're going to say who/what is most responsible for this current climate of recycling big name college coaches now and the expectations changing? Would you say it's NIL, the fact that 12 teams can make the playoffs now, or the transfer portal?
It all comes down to the money, Paul. Again, boosters, if we had it like that, and we gonna say, okay, I'm gonna give my money to said university, but I don't want Jarrell coaching. I want Stiana to coach.
Right.
That money's gonna talk.
Okay. Because I was wondering because in the case of the human joystick, I remember what he did against Denver that time when he kept going up, back. He was going left, right, A, B.
He said joystick, not control. I need you to go to the joystick with the thing. That's the joystick.
A, B, A. You couldn't do all the moves on the joystick.
Baby,
you couldn't spin on the joystick. I had the Atari 2600.
Baby, joystick.
Yeah, all right, word, yes. Yeah, I agree with you as far as the money, but here's the thing,
Sienna, just say yes or no. Am I allowed to say something?
No, you are not. No, I'm gonna answer that for you. No,
she knows what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I know what she's talking about. That you're talking about it. No,
why I can't say it?
No, we will bring her on, and she'll say it. We'll bring her on. Stiana got Wi-Fi. She watching the show. She got some Wi-Fi. All right. I think it's the 12-team playoff. I'm gonna do my shout out early. My nephew Carter Paul Coach, they were 31-0 in the playoffs last week on the Bears, popping them tags. Right here, we got Carter Garrett. He's Carter Watt. Busted through the line. So proud.
Carter Garrett, Carter Watt.
Number 62.
Carter Parsons.
Oh, wait a minute. She said she want to hear it. All right. Okay. She's like, all right. Good morning, Miss Hastings. Good morning, Carter. Good morning, everyone. All right. Good to see everybody up on a November 1st. Happy. Damn, y'all. We got like 2 more paychecks until Christmas.
They get no razor blades and no needles in their candy if they up in a.
Right. If you got any drugs to your candy, send them to the TEP headquarters so we can investigate them.
Especially if it's in a bag and it's green.
Right. We don't. Right. Not that white stuff, as that old song said.
Or if them gummies smell a little funny, send them this way.
If the bag is looking a little funny in the light.
All right. We are not promoting illicit drug usage.
We are definitely not doing
it.
That.
It is legal in certain states.
No, don't encourage us. Martrice, get them. Yes. Like that lady said, we appreciate the money that jingles, but we'd rather have the money that folds. So the gum is smelling funny. Stiana, I will be home in a couple of weeks. Make sure you find your way up on that damn hill. Speaking of gum.
She gonna roll up on that hill.
Because I may have something for you while I'm porch watching. I may have a little something for you. Martrice, I'll be there in a couple of weeks. Now, you know what I'm saying? So maybe we can pregame and then go sit down and eat us a little something. She's like, right, okay, all right. Now, I personally, after getting sidetracked, I apologize, people watching. I think it's the college football playoff because if you look at LSU, if you look at Penn State, and you look at Florida, they all got fired once they were mathematically eliminated from the CFP. I think that if you're paying that kind of money, if you're not making a 12-team playoff, you got to go. A 12-team playoff?
If you follow the trail, it always leads to money at the end of the day because that college football playoff and the championship all brings in what?
You gotta comb that part of your hair and say, just hand the money over. Is that what the booster's doing? I need that money. what old girl do and set it off?
I'm in a bind, Nate.
You picture Brian Kelly. I'm in a bind. We ain't giving you no more money. We ain't giving you no more money. Cannot wait for that, Steve. Anna. All right. Okay. All right. Tasha, let's move on to the NFL real quick. Lamar Jackson, yo boy, Lamar Jackson made his return to action after missing a few games with a hamstring injury. And I think we can call the return triumphant. 4 touchdown passes, Tasha, in a rout of the Miami Dolphins. Tasha, Jackson is back, but are the Ravens back? Do they still have a chance at 3 or 5?
You saw when I sent you that meme about Lamar Jackson. This father lets me know why this boy should have been the MVP last year. And even though the Ravens are open can of ass, could possibly be in the running for the MVP again. Yeah. He came out there again. You notice, I don't know if it's mature, but this is what I hate. When these damn commentators constantly get on air and be like, oh, yeah, he's become a pocket passer. Number one, he's always been a pocket passer. Let's just start there.
Only 5 rushing attempts Thursday night.
So I think with the age and with that injury, it is keeping him from doing a lot of scrambling and a lot of running. And he did hand the ball off to King Henry a lot
119
more.
On the ground.
Which is what you bought him there for. I love everything about Lamar Jackson. You know that. It ain't going to never be no Lamar Jackson slander. It is going to always be A-B-O-B with him. I think if he continues to play this way, the defense plays like they're supposed. I mean, again, it was the Dolphins, so you really, but still, they came up with key plays, key stops. But again, it's the Dolphins, so you really don't know. We need to get this same effort, that same play style of play against teams with a little more talent, shall I say?
Tasha, you coming right down my road again? Sorry. I just wanted to look up something. Tasha, you're I agree with everything that you said, and I want to piggyback on something because I think okay. Well, look who joined the chat. I saw you dressed up last night too.
She looked cute.
Pointed to you, Tiffany.
She was a cute clown.
You did. You looked great last night. You looked great. I don't even know what was said for Jody to pause. Jody, you ain't came out the bathroom yet. It's about time to hear that toilet flush. Throw the tissue in the toilet. Come on out of there. Jody woke us up. I don't even need the rest of my coffee. Jody, you have been coming down your. That's OMING. Damn it. Yes, you are, Tiffany. But I don't call you a clown. You were
how he spelled it.
Damn.
Jody,
Dolphins are down in Miami. Before we get off this topic, Tua has been the MVP of saying the absolute wrong thing in press conferences. Did you hear him say that they couldn't hear her because of the Ravens fans cheering down there in Dolphins?
First of all, that ain't nothing but that CTE speaking. Between him and Antonio Brown, That CTE done ate their asses completely up.
Every game he says something, and I'm like, Tua, somebody take the microphone.
Boy,
What is she talking about, bro?
That CTE is eating away at his brain like them fish when you put that fish in the food in the tank and the fish just do it. That shit, that shit is slowly deteriorating any brain cell that motherfucker had left.
I want to elaborate. What the hell is wrong with y'all in the chat today? See, sometimes the Goon Squad wake up on one, and they totally derail the show. Yes, it's your fault, Jody. It is your fault. Go back to Jarrell's comment. Thank you, Jarrell, for offering some sports takes.
I can't. Wait a minute.
Jarrell, I want to piggyback on what you said here. Tasha. Damn, y'all done got us all off track. All right, Tasha. Baltimore's 3 wins are against the Browns. Sorry, Jody. The Bears and the Dolphins.
Hey, the Bears look kind of good now.
They look all right. That's against those 3, but their losses are against the Bills, the Lions got their ass whooped, the Chiefs whooped their ass, the Texans whooped their ass, and all the teams that are some count have stomped a mud hole in the Ravens.
But that's the same argument that they're having against the Bills, and you don't hear nobody saying nothing about the Bills.
Trees, no. Right, like little buddy. That's how she said.
Little buddy?
Little buddy?
Did you wait a minute? Going back to Steve, when she went on a visit with her son and the guy in the band, I don't know if you saw it. You know, it's one of those bands, not one of those. Okay. And the guy started breaking it down, and Stiana was like, "Okay, little buddy." I said, "Steve, that little buddy took me completely."
Little buddy? Like only one person can say little buddy like that, and that is Tiana Trees. Yeah, his brain is fried like the egg on drugs. Bro. They are no longer the Dolphins. They are now jelly guppies.
The guppies.
The jellyfishes. Right.
And I
ain't quite sold on Baltimore yet. She said double.
Back down there.
One more. All right.
But again, that's because they don't have any respect for coach imitation of life.
You got to get rid of him. He's out of there. Although the owner loves him. The owner loves him.
One thing CTE Tua did say was, it's no accountability. You got people late for meetings, blase. That all comes down to your head coach. Because you ain't gonna run that with 29. How many teams and 31 other coaches? You're not gonna have that.
Tosh, you was 15 minutes late. Was that my fault? You brought it up early in the show. I just wanted the people.
Why you gotta bring it back up though? We had already discussed that shit. And then it's always one.
It is always one. That wasn't right.
There they go.
I'm rooting for Toronto tonight, though. By the way, oh Canada. All right, Tasha, Florida's just down bad right now when it comes to football because now we got Jacksonville saying that they're putting their star rookie Travis Hunter on injured reserve, missing a minimum of 4 games to be reevaluated, could possibly be longer because he suffered a non-contact knee injury in practice. But Tasha, it was on practice playing defense, not offense. Does this put an end to the two-way hopes of one Travis Hunter?
No, because if it was a non-contact injury, he could have did that on offense.
Fair enough.
It wasn't like, oh, I'm going up for the ball and somebody jarred me and it fucked my knee up. No. Okay,
fair enough. All right, I'm just saying, like, because if I'm his daddy, from my jail cell, doing my cup across the bars like this.
He ain't in jail. He just wasn't allowed to leave the state.
Did Jay-Z say you're always in jail, just minus the bars? I could have sworn Jay-Z coined that phrase. So
he also said, "Don't get mad at me. I don't fuck on duck on my replacement with another one you had to see. She keep calling me big when my name is Jay-Z. She was all on my dick." I'm sorry.
How many people had on their bingo card the word dick would be said? It would be Tasha saying it. That's how wacky this show has been today. The hell is going on? We got Jody putting big old tongue emojis in the chat. What's going on?
And spelling coming the wrong way.
Right.
Well, the right way, but
water. Now y'all know AP gonna say go blue in a minute. You know that's her saying wrap it up. Don't put that on me. She said it. So okay, you said no 100. Tasha, let me ask you this. Now, the NBA, it had its best opening week in 15 years from a viewership standpoint. We've seen a lot of great games. We've seen some great performances. The stars are playing like stars. Oh, that reminded me to ask you another part about that. The stars are playing like stars. And I'm asking, do you think it could be attributed to the new platforms that they're on now with Amazon Prime and NBC? What are your have you watched any of the NBC coverage? Any of the?
You know, I only watched the first game because KD was playing. Houston.
You talking about taco meat hair? Keep going.
No 4C slander allowed.
And the C is for comb. Go ahead. Go. Comb it or cut it. Pick a C. Me and Soul, we went ahead and accepted our fate.
Sad.
Get up. Get up. We're almost done. Get up. We accepted our fate. Comb it or cut it. Pick a C. Go ahead. Go ahead, Tasha.
I have not watched any NBA.
Damn it.
You know I'm not really. I did. I watched the whole game. I did see some part of the Victor Wembanyama playing because I'm just interested.
Yeah. He's must see.
You know, I don't really get into basketball until January, February.
Well, I want to ask you this though, and even as a sparing observer of the game, you can answer this. Fair or foul? We're gonna play a game of fair or foul. Is it fair for the NBA to want, even demand, that the partners that they pay to cover their league paint the league in a more positive light? Is that fair or foul?
It's a fine line.
Okay, I'm dying to hear this answer, by the way. So I'm
because do you want fair reporting or do you want biased reporting? Do you come on? We look at Swole ankles. Only wants things reported in a certain way to make him look good.
Who is Swole ankles?
Your swollen ankle dictator.
Oh, keep going.
He only wants things reported in a certain way that's going to make him look good. And that way, when you do that, you don't get the truth.
Cut me now. Cut me.
Cut me now. Cut me now.
Cut me now. Tasha, I like where you're going with that because there does have to be balance. There does have to be balance. There just does have to be balance. But one thing in AP Colton, thanks for hanging in there with us, Mom. I know we have to chain today. Thank you for hanging in there with us. You got me into baseball with the playoffs, and I started watching the coverage. And if I mess up these names, Tasha, jump in and correct me. There's Big Papi, there's the Derek Jeter, and Alex Rodriguez. Did I get that right?
Mm-hmm.
Their coverage of the sport, to me, has been spectacular in their pre- and post-game. Even talking with the players, I haven't seen an instance to where all three generational talents on that panel. And if anybody wanted to critique any of the players personally, they could because they got the skins on the wall. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen it. It's been a very professionally done thing. And then when we get to the NBA, you got Big Perk saying that John Morant owe him his notoriety because he told the network to go down. You ain't got that kind of juice, Big Perk. You got Stephen A. still a year later going on podcasts talking about he don't like LeBron James. You got Shaq threatening to fight Rudy Gobert. You know what I'm saying? Threatening to beat up people in the league. He wanted to fight Dwight Howard. Like, it's. I'm just wondering, Tasha, where is the line?
It's exhausting. Now, that's what I was going to say. The line in fair reporting and personal beefs doesn't need to be there. Now, Stephen A., when he's usually talking bad about LeBron, true enough, it is not on any ESPN type thing. It's usually in a podcast, or if someone, like he said, if someone asks him. But he usually reports on LeBron James as it is. He doesn't bash his play. He doesn't do any of that. And like I said, baseball has enough issues. And I mean, I can say it because it's been proven true. Big Papi ain't gonna get out there and be spitting no game, because we all know what happened to him down here because he was messing with somebody else's woman who has now had his child. Okay, and
so he is literally Big Papi.
And A-Rod, you know, you needle cheeks, so they don't have the room to beef with anyone because
Shaq does. How many kids he got?
Wait a minute, Shaq's kids are about one woman. Let's let that now by his wife, ex-wife Shawnee. He ain't out here just spreading his seed.
Kobe said he paid off the women.
But I think when you get on here and your critique goes beyond basketball or what's on the court, what's on the field, what's out there on the baseball field, that's when it needs to end. Because that's not necessary.
Yeah.
To get your report out. But again, everybody wants the clicks, everybody wants the views. That's going to bring in viewership because this era is messy. Everyone is messy, and the mess sells.
That's a good way to put it. And shouts out to T Dub checking in. The Extra Point shirts come in any other colors.
No.
How did Miss Sophia say it?
Hell no.
As we continue, and ladies and gentlemen, y'all would listen to me when I say this because y'all know where I stand on the GOAT debate. Anybody who's ever watched this show know that I keep the crown under the desk. I'm not gonna pull out the crown today, but it was such a refreshing thing to see Michael Jeffrey Jordan on the NBC broadcast. And I was telling Mike, who's in Austin today, he'll be watching the show a little bit later. He said, I was telling Mike, I was like, MJ, don't do it. Don't charm me. Don't you charm me, MJ. Don't you do it. There was a level of like a settling spirit in the room when he had on the all whites in his house talking to Mike Tirico about the game of basketball. It took me back to the 90s when that love of the game and the competition, and he wasn't firing shots at LeBron. He ain't even brought up LeBron's name. And to his credit, he don't have to. He don't have to compare himself to nobody.
He ain't got to. He the GOAT.
That's to be debated. But I was like drawn in to the professionalism, to it being about basketball. And I'm wondering if other people have too. Because I'm going to keep it real. These young fans that do think LeBron is the GOAT, they're turned off by the coverage of ESPN.
Because if anybody has the right to talk shit about anybody, as we saw in the Last Dance, it is Jordan.
It is Jordan. Jordan has the skins on the wall to say, F you, you cool, but F you. Like, he could do that. He didn't do that. And he was talking about when one of the first questions Mike Tirico asked him was, why are you doing this? And he was like, man, to give back to the game. Like, and I'm like, that's what right there. Because Shaq, you coming for Jordan?
Who gonna what's your right say on Real Housewives of Atlanta? Who gonna check me, boo? Ain't
Who
nobody
check him?
Jordan is uncheckable.
Literally, figuratively, post-playing career. And I told Mike, I was like, don't do this to me, MJ. Don't pull me back in. Because now I'm seeing you fly through the damn air. I'm seeing you selling Nikes and Gatorade again. I was like,
he doesn't sell Nikes. He sells Jordan.
Oh, and Reebok is the parent company. Okay. Sick of the dish rag coverage. Keep it about the AP. Yeah. Right here. Jordan ain't gonna be goaded into that. Pun intended. He's not gonna be baited into that. And Mike Tirico is such a professional. I just read, Tasha, that he's going to do the Super Bowl, take a little hour lunch break, and then start covering the Winter Olympics the same night. Mike Tirico is a GOAT as well.
The Italian stallion.
Mike Tirico is Italian?
So he say. A whole lot of people said it. She deserved it.
Y'all, November's off to a wild start on here on the Extra Point.
I ain't the one that killed my ma and pa. Tell that.
Mess cells and white and yellow could be done with their approval.
No. Trees?
Well, it looks like a fake. Loan denied. The hell? You're going to get this blue and you're going to wear it.
And if it come in yellow and white, it's still going to have some blue trim on it, Martrice.
When Tasha wore your shirt, did she ask for a different color or did she come on her own show promoting your shirt?
Yeah. I didn't say this don't come in maize and blue.
I wore all black, looking like Bob Deep in the Quad Storm remix.
Dressed in black like the Omen. Black like the Omen.
I didn't ask for no maize and blue. I digress. Tasha, last thing on the NBA, then we're gonna make our picks and get out of here. These are record numbers without LeBron James being anywhere near a basketball court. Is this a sign that the league is ready to go ahead and move on to the post LeBron era?
I mean, it's been time. It's been time.
But no, it hasn't. Let's not be respectful with your answer.
No, because LeBron is one of those players that when he's on, he is spectacular. You want to see him when he's on, but if he's not there, you're just like, oh, who's up next? Like, that's how it is.
Luka averaging 45 points a game. Like, he put 40 on Memphis' head last night with no LeBron in sight.
That's what I'm saying. It's like at a certain point, and that's why, I mean, this is not to get into the GOAT debate again. Even when Jordan was on that Wizards team looking like he could barely inhale, people were still watching Jordan, and he was still playing all games. All 82, he was still doing, because he's must-see TV. LeBron is getting to the point now where if you see him, you see him.
I have not missed LeBron. I haven't clamored for him. It hadn't been a thing to where I'm like the game is missing anything. I'm Victor Wembanyama, these young players, the Cooper Flags of the world, the OKC Thunder, a young team. KD right. on Houston. Anthony Edwards is now becoming a bankable market.
And let's not forget, KD is old as dirt, but for whatever reason, he's still resonating. And I don't know.
That's a great word. That's a great word.
I don't know if it's because he's played for every team in the damn NBA. He's played in more teams than I think Vince Carter originally held that record. I think KD has broken that record, but people still want to see KD ball.
That mock, I'm waiting on that mock. But yeah, people still want to see KD ball, including myself.
Trees, why you gonna call us out like that, Trees?
She really did call us out, though.
They do have
See, she pulled an MJ. She said Republicans wear sneakers too. I ain't mad at you, Trees. She said, look, a client is a client. Now y'all slide on out the way. Let me make this bread. I ain't mad at you. Throw your link up in the comments, Martrice, because we're on YouTube too. I want all those people to see it. I love LeBron, but yes, it's time to do something else.
Because we can't keep holding on to our favorites. Because if that's the case,
y'all ain't let go of Jordan for 40 years.
Jordan wasn't my favorite. I had to let go of that narcotic. That was Dominique Wilkins when the damn Atlanta Falcons traded him for whatever reason. And I mean,
that's an 87 too, by the way.
And you know, I've always been a Pistons fan. I mean, shit, I'm still on that narcotic.
Hey, Clay Cunningham got them boys looking like they some count.
But
Good morning,
may need to step on that a little more because that's gonna have to stretch.
Right. People didn't even get what you said right there, and I'm glad. But yes, I caught that, and yes, that was perfectly well placed. Shamika, I got a question for you, real quick. You posted a picture with like 3,000 drinks on a tree tower or something. Y'all drank all that shit? Y'all, how many of y'all was it? Because I only seen you and some other girl on that picture. Like,
if 99 bottles of beer on the wall,
99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles. I'm like, who drove you home, Shamika? Don't let nobody in that restaurant drive you home because you would have woke up like, sore. What happened?
Like, why I smell like urine?
Martrice, yeah, because you take a lot of pictures. We got to make that happen. I'm still on that Jordan dope. And look, he pulled me in. I took a little sniff. I took a little bump of Jordan the other night, and I was like, damn, he's quite charming and engaging. Like, I forgot about that Jordan. I just be hating on him because LeBron is my GOAT. And y'all see the link. Make sure y'all click in that. Click in that if y'all in the comments.
They
Click
look like the letters you be sending me when I be.
When you cutting up. Tasha, we got to do our pick 5. Texas versus Vandy. We got Diego Pavlia versus Archman. Who you got?
I don't know how I didn't see this part of the rundown.
Well, look, you did good last week not trying. So, yeah, you did better than me and Mike last week. So, you go first.
Damn. Texas defense is so good. It's their offense that's...
I'm going Vandy. It's taking you too long.
Yeah, let me go. Let me anchor down on that.
I'm anchoring all the way down, even on the road.
I mean, I don't know. They playing in all.
She said that was evident when he made that free throw the other day. Yeah, we got the same belly too, so I might have to go to the gym. He got my kind of belly. That Dunlap. Oklahoma with that raggedy wagon wheel versus Rocky Top.
You already know it's Rocky Top, baby.
Rocky Top. We 2 for 2. Buffalo versus KC. Yo boy.
My little nephew, Keon Coleman. Thank you for being so respectful in your response when I slept with a band member from the Baltimore Ravens band out here bumping his gums and talking.
You want all this stuff?
I ain't never liked Steve Smith because he an asshole. But damn, Kansas City seem to be coming along, and I hate to do this, man. I gotta pick Kansas City. Justin, don't ever say.
Mike told me yesterday that you would not pick Kansas City, so I can't wait to send him a clip of this. He said you wouldn't pick Kansas City. Seattle versus your boy, Mama's boy, Jaden Daniels. You the one sent me the girlfriends of all the people in the quarterbacks of the NFC East, and it was a picture of him and his mama. You sent me that.
What they injury report looks? See, this one I know I showed you overlapping. Is Debo playing? Is Scary Terry playing?
Scary Terry's out. Debo's playing, and Jaden Daniels is playing.
And because I will not pick the C bitches, I'm gonna go for the Commanders.
I'm going with the Commanders too. Damn, we're 4 for 4. And last but not least, on Monday night, we got what's the little thing from It? What's that clown's name?
Pennywise.
We got Pennywise and the Cardinals.
Why did you call him Pennywise?
Oh, she said it was for them homecoming weekend. Go to hell. Hey, she did the right hell, though. She did the right hell. We go hell, go blue. Hell to the victors. I only saw 2 of y'all in the picture, and I was like, now back in my 20s, I could have helped you knock off all of that. Well, we'd have been slumped over that table looking like that final scene in the Party as a Party video with Queen Pen. How they were laying all in that booth.
Leave it to my crew. We gonna be player. What she say? After 3 rounds, we gonna blow off this roof.
Yeah.
That looked like more than
3 to get a little blow. All right, okay. We don't play about Keon. Oh, Treese, don't gas her up. She's picked the Chiefs though. She picked the Chiefs. And
I just think right now the Chiefs are they coming together, and I don't like it.
Yeah, right now, no. Over, boom, 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 boom.
I mean, you got that
Chiefs,
you got that Chiefs defense going up against that Bills offensive line. I don't see Cook
James
getting all those yards. I was getting ready to say Dalvin, that's his brother. I was like, no, wrong Cook.
Right, because he's air fried man. He ain't real. No, I digress. James Cook is the truth. So we got Pennywise versus the Cowboys on Monday night.
You know I'm gonna go with the bitches.
So there's two bitches. There's the sea bitches and the cow bitches.
Yes.
All right.
I've always called them that. Well, let me
I
take
ain't said you didn't.
when they started winning and I hated them, that's when they became the sea bitches.
Who you shouting out today?
Because back in the day when it was only Steve Largent and didn't nobody else know who played for them other than Warren Moon at that one time,
right?
Didn't nobody care about them.
That's true. And those are the only two Seahawks I ever remember. And I think it was Warren, somebody was a running back.
I'm going to. Oh, you had Alexander. Sean Alexander was the running back.
Alexander, yes.
But that's
and we did Shamika.
Rebranded themselves.
Because I called it Game 8 tonight. I called it Game 8. And Tasha still didn't tell me who's going to win.
Toronto.
Whoa. Should Drake stay away? I heard he's a jinx.
Yeah, he's a bad luck charm. But he was at the first game on his birthday and they won. But he was there last night living it up and we lost. Keep your ass away, Aubrey.
Oh, Canada. We'll see. That's going to be a good one. But y'all play at the same time as Michigan tonight. Although we played Purdue and that should be over in the first half. We're a 21-point favorite tonight.
I'm going to save the two shout-outs that I really have.
Save those.
Because I want it when we're at maximum capacity.
Okay.
So everyone can get the pertinent information because it's two very special people that I want. Since his mom gave me the go ahead and, I'm the parent of the other one. I wanted, everybody to get the information that I'm going to.
I would love for them to come on, like, at the end of the show.
Not at the end. We need them in the middle.
Damn, y'all still in here? Damn, Denise, it's once a week. Here I did all that clamoring for you, looking like Tony Braxton with a real body.
And two.
And Simmons in Boston. What's Simmons? Gene Simmons?
No good Simmons, the Australian Simmons.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, so Tasha, you don't have any other shout-outs except for the two that you're saving, is what you're saying. Okay.
Still gonna be relevant next week.
I got two shout-outs that will go down today. First of all, I want to give another shout-out to my boy CP. He's playing in his second round playoffs today. Can't wait to get those updates. Go Una number 62 is at 1. I will be putting on that shirt right after this.
6'2".
And Anthony Simmons. Okay. And also I want to give a shout out.
Is Simmons still in the league? Is he still on somebody's roster?
He could technically be in the he's not retired, but I don't think anybody signed him. Why would you sign him? He can't shoot. In today's league? That's for the 90s. As we see the all right, no T, go CP. As the go CPs come in, y'all are normally at 45, 52 minutes.
Damn, who clock watching over here?
I love it. You're right. But when Mike ain't on the show, we go a little longer. Because Mike keep us in check as the producer, like, hey, he'll send that little chat that says, all right, y'all, let's wrap this shit up. So we're going to wrap this shit up. My final shouts out to CP, is to Miles Sawyers and Martrice Hastings. His senior night was this week, so that is a huge deal. Baby Cakes, I'm very proud of you and the work that you've done with Miles. I can't believe that little kid that had on the bow tie and the sweater vest is now a senior, standing there like this, looking like a first-round draft pick. I'm very proud of you. They got the dub. Mama said it's over.
In her custom-made outfit that she sent me the pictures of, and I just immediately was like, and she was like, I was tearing up as I was pressing it. I was like, as I'm tearing up looking at these photos.
I love it. The life comes full circle. So congratulations to the entire Hastings family with the applause going out. Tasha, get us up out of here.
Vamos Azul.
How do you say go Toronto in Canadian? Do they speak English up there?
Vamos Toronto.
Vamos Toronto. And in the famous words of Fred Sanford, beans and disease to you too. We out of here. Peace.
Goodbye.
What a crazy show today.